I have been all over the United States, and in all of those trips, like it's been for the World Cup, I've had many a Taco Bell, and I have avoided the explosive diarrhea virus that's coming out of Taco Bell. So I'm forever grateful for that. I thank the Lord because I have friends that were traveling with me that are sick, that do have the explosive diarrhea. So,
dude,
good on me.
Do you know the explosive diarrhea thing has nothing to do with Taco Bell?
It's the lettuce, right?
It's the lettuce. Taco Bell pulled all the lettuce and stuff out of their menu, but there is no evidence that any of this is coming from Taco Bell. They just hear explosive diarrhea, and Taco Bell's like, yeah, that was probably us. We know.
We got to get out ahead of this. That's always what it ends up being, where people will be like, oh, Chipotle's giving a bunch of people like blood in their poop. And it's like, well, it's the tomatoes that were being handled in a really... Like, think of how gross the people handling those must have been. Just like not wiping their ass after they shit, and then they're picking a tomato and it doesn't get washed.
They spray them. They spray them with animal feces, like liquid animal shit.
Oh yeah.
And then if you don't wash your vegetables before you prepare them, then you literally eat like animal sewage.
They spray it with pig poo, right? That's one of the things they
depends on the area what they got.
Oh yeah.
Pig poo is a real common one because it's collected like. They sort of wash it down into this lagoon, they call it, which is a wonderful name for what a pig lagoon is. I promise you, you're like, I'd have called it filthy shithole, but lagoon. You guys were on something. This is nice. Yeah, and they lagoon. Basically, like, once the lagoon is full, in my area, they had a system to pump it through those big auto irrigation systems you see like moving across fields on tires, and it would spray thousands of gallons of liquid pig shit across hundreds of acres of property, and you'd smell it.
All right, so in my area, in the paramotor world, foot dragging is a cool way to like show off. It's not super dangerous because it's just like dirt bike speeds, and you're not really high. You're dragging along the ground. But if you do it on the dirt, it's this bumpy ride, and it can sometimes kick your feet back under you. If you do it on the water, it's nice. It's this real smooth water skiing feeling. So more than once, I have seen people foot drag, and they're like, dude, did you see me? Did you see me? Was that cool? And it's like, is anyone going to tell him that was a lagoon? No. All right. We'll just let him think that was super dope. And the reason we didn't do it because we're scared. It's a lake made of pig pee.
That's disgusting.
It is so disgusting.
Have you, how many times have you rolled the dice with Taco Bell on your trip?
Almost every single time. Like, it's a go-to for me. Like, I have at the very minimum, like if it's after 9 p.m., I know that I can get a meal that hits some basic macros for me. I'm currently trying to cut for my wedding. So Taco Bell is, as crazy as it sounds, like if you play it well, like you can get some decent macros out of it if you can't find better food, but at least like 6 times in the past 2.5 weeks.
What is your order?
It's like every other day.
So I like the chicken quesadilla. I usually order 2 with just a ton of hot sauce, and that usually is pretty decent enough for like my macros, like some fake protein, but I count it, in my calculator. But I'm not talking like, I like, this is my bodybuilding meal, I'm going to go get Taco Bell. It is a purely I am out here and I have nothing else as an alternative. I prefer that over most bowls usually.
It is really hard to eat right on the road. Every diet I've ever had fell apart on vacation.
Yeah. My fiance just doesn't mess around. I think I've mentioned on the show that she is a competitive bodybuilder. So she is the type to travel cross country and sometimes across continents with those like paper, like aluminum bags where she can take all of her food that's like, refrigerated and whatnot. She is like dialed in. Like, it is impressive. Like you say, Woody, you cannot travel and eat well. She is the only person I know that can travel and eat well, and she does not miss a single day, a single meal. She is a machine. But I think that requires something in your brain to be able to be like that, because like I'm a healthy guy. I work out, quasi bodybuilding, not anymore. When I worked at a gym, I used to be a lot more focused on bodybuilding type of exercises and aesthetics. But even at my peak, I could never travel and eat well. Never.
Yeah, it sucks.
I pack stuff. If I've got to travel and eat and I'm on a job, I'm serious about my working out. And I treat it like a job. I'll definitely pack stuff. I've shown up at my dad's house with a bunch of Tupperware and like fucking stuff to make anabolic French toast and all that stuff.
Does she work full time?
Does she work full time? Yeah, it's a work from home job, so I do think it is easier in that regard to be able to maintain the crazy diet that she's got, because she's got a show in early September and then mid September, so she's going back to back. So she's keeping that physique for those 2 weeks.
When's
so right
the wedding?
now, the wedding is October 17th. So she's so she's actually, for her dress fitting, she's going to do it in early August, because the idea is that she's going to be way too skinny in September, and once the shows are done, she's going to gain weight to her weight that she was in early August to try and fit in that dress. She's one of the rare brides that's actually going to be trying to gain weight in the lead up to the wedding.
Yeah, if she needs tips on gaining weight, she can call me.
Oh, buddy, I'm already the pro. She's living with a pro athlete when it comes to that.
You're going to need some trail mix up there.
Trail mix. No, you're going to. I would, like, when I was lifting the most seriously, I would trick myself into just being like, as long as the number goes up and you hit your protein, eat whatever you please. And that just gives you like gorilla barrel body, where you're like, the number's going up, and then you see yourself after a shower and you're like, my God. You look
showering
like
in the dark.
Look like an ogre. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I had a stretch there, Taylor.
Beautiful.
I did all of the stuff that you're talking about, but what I would do is, like, I'd take it overdrive, and I would purposely, like, if I'm bulking, I would have my father-in-law, fantastic at baking weed brownies, like literally like top tier, top 1%, unbelievably good brownies. Like, my friends want them all the time. Anyways, my go-to is to ensure I get one of those brownies, and I have like 3,000 calories worth of what I deem to be bulking food, good to go for the rest of the night. And now with Uber, you can schedule deliveries. So I was like, all right, this McDonald's is arriving at 8 p.m. The Popeyes is arriving at 9 p.m. Sometimes you mess up and they crisscross with one another and they arrive at the same time.
Jesus
That's really
Christ.
fucking embarrassing.
You're not a
Happy
burnt
accident.
peanut in your off time, are you?
No.
I can't imagine needing the substance to eat more. Like that. Every time I've talked to people, I remember Hutch has been on the show multiple times, and I don't think he's really into it anymore. But for a while, a few years ago, he was talking about getting into lifting and all that, and he's like, I just can't get myself to eat. And that's like me hearing Arabic, like, because it just doesn't compute with me. Where I'm like, what do you mean? You don't always kind of want to eat? Like, you can't always just be like, I'm a little peckish. Even if I'm not hungry at all, that sounds nice. A little salt, a little savory, something flavorful, something to do.
Oh. Is this me talking? This is me feeling.
Yeah.
It's hard to eat. It's hard to eat your like correct amount of macros when it's clean food, though. Like if you've switched over to rice and lean beef and spinach, and all of a sudden 2,500 calories is a lot of volume. That's
true. It is just boring too. You're on like spoonful 100 of your ground beef, and it's like, oh my God, this is the least adventurous. Like, you can only put so much crushed red pepper on it.
Yeah, like, I remember like questioning my life decisions. This would have been pre-pandemic 2019. I was considering doing a show, and like 6 weeks in, which is actually kind of deep for a prep, like 6 weeks in, I'm like, oh my God, it's 6 a.m. and I'm having like hard-boiled eggs with mustard. What the fuck am I doing with my life? This is miserable. It's not a life for me. Like, I can eat clean. Like, I would consider it like 85% clean, but like to eat clean for a proper bodybuilding show, never in a million fucking years. I am absolutely incapable of doing that.
I've been getting fucked up off those garlic bagel chips, those New York garlic bagel chips. Have you ever seen those at the store? Ever tried those?
Yeah, you've sent me pictures of them.
Kyle, what are you thinking? What was that? I didn't understand your reaction. Help the autist out over here.
Look, everybody has weaknesses in their diet where it's like, man, why did you bring peanut M&Ms into the house? I'm gonna have to eat a handful of those. That's 100
at a time.
Like they're gonna be stuck in my teeth by the time I'm done, and I'm gonna be sad.
Yeah. I've got my phone up and I'm looking up health benefits of peanuts as I'm eating them. So
they're a legume.
Hey, babe, you're not gonna believe this.
But garlic bagel chips, like I wouldn't eat those if they had no calories. Like if they were protein garlic bagel chips, I'd be like, ew, those are gonna hurt like the roof of my mouth. I bet they're all crunchy and like eating gravel.
No, I mean they're rough, but like I've got a mouth like a fucking sea turtle.
Camel.
Like just crush anything. If you feed me a whole lemon, I'll go. Like,
you ever see that when they give a camel a whole lemon and he's just like,
he's like, oh, I thought that was another prickly cactus. You tricked me.